Okay, so I am crazy overdue for a video, and I'm sorry about that. As a matter of fact, I know I said on one post that I was going to talk about a specific topic, and it took me forever to remember what that topic was. And then I remembered, but I don't remember the exact question from the young lady, but I do remember the topic, so I'm going to, try to swerve that a little bit. I think, if memory serves me correctly, it was when I had to release. I just released somebody from my life, a friend, and it was just well, I'll just get in the story about that. All right. Oh, you know what? So I think it was about, how do you know that it's over, that you're over something, or that it's ended, or the season is finished. I think that's what we were talking about. And just to answer that question first and foremost, I think I told the young lady, one of my followers, and forgive me, I love you. I think I told her that I'm not sure if this was the best way for me to know that it was completely, like, our friendship was over. But this is the way that I did it, and it's the way that it made me feel best. And only probably because I'm a daughter of war, Aries through and through. We take action. We're kind of impulsive, big time impulsive. Let me not even front. And I just had to do things my way, and the lesson had to be the way that it came out. Universe did what needed to be done, basically. Okay, that's what we're gonna say. So, not to get into too much of it, but this friend and I, we hadn't talked in a very long time, and I think I went from angry to missing them to angry again to just so many different things. I went through grief. I went through grief from a friend, and I didn't even know that I could go through grief from a friend until I went through grief with a friend, and they didn't actually pass away. It's just that they were no longer in my life. They were basically dead to me. They are basically dead to me. Yeah, that's just how it goes. So what happened was, I've been going through grief for a while, and I'll be completely honest. It good 2 years, or closer to 2 years, if I'm being honest. And I went through sad, hurt. Why can't they understand? Seeing my part of it, and then apologizing. I swear to God, I apologized a million times, even though that person couldn't apologize once for anything. That's just how it goes. Some people just aren't mature. Some people just do not have accountability in their life. They just don't. It is what it is. But yeah, and then I went through anger, rage. I think I replayed arguments and conversations in my head, I don't know, a million times. I know you know what I'm talking about. We've all done it. Then missing them, to just over and over, same thing, same thing, same thing, same thing. Yeah. And one weekend, I actually, it's not like anything changed, or anything like that. I just decided that if it's coming back up in my spirit again, if I have this, I have another day to address it, I'm going to address it. And I'm just like, this is my last try. Because for me, I don't mind putting my ego to the side for a good purpose. I don't mind doing that. Pride, I can have a huge pride, but at the very end of the day, pride comes before the crash. Don't hold on to pride. Pride gets you in trouble, I don't know how many times. And I just decided to put my pride aside once again. I was just like, okay, it's been months again. There's no way anybody can still be angry. We still have our own sides. I don't know what's going on in their life. They could be thinking about me, or maybe not. They could be completely, they don't care either. I mean, we used to be cool, tight, like that was my BFF, basically. But, I mean, people move on. I have no idea. I mean, spiritually, yeah, but we ain't got to go into that. So I just decided I'm going to try one more time. And I was just like, are you sure you don't want to have a conversation whatsoever? Are you sure you don't want to be as mature as we could possibly be and at least get closure, or at least just try? You know, I did that as important as we were to each other. Then I figured that, it granted at least one more try. That's just me. Because when I say I love somebody, I mean that. I mean, we run into how many different people who say that and they never, they don't really mean it. They'll be able to drop you in 2 seconds like it's nothing. Real simple, like. So I tried. That person did not respond whatsoever. I said, I'm here. This is my last chance. This is my last try. I've said I apologized a couple different times, like I said, and nothing. And granted, hand to God, I messed up. But let me be completely honest. I am always tat. I am never tit. That is my motto. And by that, you know how everybody say, don't go tit for tat? I don't go tit for tat because I'm never tit. I am always tat. So if by chance you saw the worst of me, you're going to have to ask yourself what you did. That goes for everybody. I'm a 3 strikes kind of person. I'm going to tell you about my boundaries first. And I'm going to say it in such a lighthearted way, but it is still going to be a order to some extent, like, yo, I don't like that. I don't might make a joke with it. I said it, but it's still very light. The second time I'm going to say it, I'm not going to put a joke with it, but I'm going to make sure that you get it. I'm going to ask a follow-up question like, you got me, so you understand. The third time, I'm allowed to go off. And that's just me because you've overstepped your boundaries. My being thinks that's an attack now because you absolutely know what you're doing. You absolutely took into consideration, well, I know she's not going to like this, but I'm going to do it anyway. And you sacrificed me. So in that case, I'm coming for you. Or I'm at least going to defend myself in the moment. You tried me. You tried me multiple times. So even when I don't feel like I should have apologized the way that I did it, because I love that person, I apologize. I apologize multiple times because sis blacked out. Being completely honest. I'm sorry. I've gotten to the point where I don't necessarily feel bad anymore, only because I did everything I could. I did everything I could. And that's exactly how I got my whole freedom from that earlier, because I did everything I could. So after this time and they did not answer, it didn't bother me. I was kind of expecting it. But just because I knew in my spirit that this was going to be it. And I was going to let it go. It doesn't matter what they was doing, but I knew that I was going to let it go. I did. I did that one thing. I put out the text message. I was ready. I was scared for the conversation, but I was absolutely ready. And I got no response, so I was like, all right, cool. I tried. And on my way somewhere, up in nowhere. But I was sad because that person was very important to me in my life. But it was over. But I just felt a weight lift, because whether I fail or lose, I did it. And there is no more what ifs. And just the feeling, the relief of having no more what ifs. The what ifs are worse than what could happen. It really is. So I'm not necessarily telling nobody to, ayo, do whatever. Just cock off. I am not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is sometimes you just have to do it. Sometimes you just have to try and let that be your last try and know that you gave it your all and then let it go. You have to be at peace. Because the thing is, and I've been this way too, there's a time where we do our all and we're not okay because our ego says we didn't win. So we ain't gonna let it go. Nah, I'm not gonna let it go. I'm not gonna let it go. In fact, there's something that I probably should be letting go right now, and I'm just gonna let it go because I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I like my being at peace. I already have a hoarse voice. I've been quite busy lately, and I'm just letting it go. Now, when I say I need to clarify it real quick, and I'm not trying to go over. I'm trying to wrap it up. I need to clarify this for a few of my babies because I know how y'all are. When I say make sure you try and give it your all, I do not mean going back into a relationship and said I'm going to try one more time. I don't mean that shit at all. I will get into another video about when do you try again with somebody. I promise you, and a guide. Okay, that can be the next one that I do. But when you do what's righteous, and I know so many people are scared of that word because it sounds so religious, and it's like only God could be righteous. What are you saying? You seem blasphemous, or you seem like you know you're all full of yourself. No, righteous is me just doing what's right. You're an upright person. You decide to do the right thing at all costs. So when you make sure that you've done what you can and you did it the right way, and you keep trying to do it the right way, and you still can't get to where you need to go, you already did what you could, and you made sure to do whatever you can, and that's okay. You did not lose. It is literally, whether you realize it or not, you are literally in alignment even while you fail. And let that be okay. I failed hard. As a matter of fact, when I met this friend, like we just hit it off right away, and God told me, this one's different. Immediately. Ain't it crazy? Just like off of friendship, God was like, this one's different. Behave. And I don't necessarily say that like I completely messed it up or nothing like that, but I was Tat did that. Tat did. She rat a tat. So I still fail. We all still fail because that's literally the ebb and flow of life. It's okay. The problem is, and I'll make this another video, I guess. The problem is accepting rejection. The problem is thinking you failed, and it's not even really rejection. The problem is the ego. Check your ego. And I got to a point where I go through a line of questioning before I let my ego do a thing. Like I literally do that. I'm an Aries, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Venus. I pop off. Everybody who knows me since childhood, I will pop off. I'm not like that a lot anymore. Only when I need to be. But you got to chop that ego. Ego works for you for some sense, but ego a lot of times before you get a hold of it will mess you up. And just so ego can't run rampant, and so ego can't mess you up. Check it and check yourself. And if you are failing, or if you failed at something, or if you feel like you didn't get the result that you wanted, it was still in alignment. You are literally still winning even when you can't see it. I promise you, hand to God, you are. But for me, to know that this season was over, or at least to be able to hear God say, you're done. You got what you needed from the lesson. You did all that you could. You're good. You did it. There's nothing else to be done. This season is over. That person gave you what you needed, and that's it. I heard that. I was done. I was good. I was done, and I was good. I still love that person, but that weight is gone because the season is over. And for me, I had to make sure I did everything that I could. So when I let go for real, I can't ask what if. So I did what I needed to, so I couldn't ask what if. So I hope that answers that question. I welcome y'all to say if this sparks something, because I think I literally in here said I was going to do 3 different other videos because of what we talked about, and I'm going to have to review this shit myself. But if by chance y'all have a question, do me a favor, DM me, put it in the comments. Or yeah, DM me or put it in the comments, and I can address it because I'm going to try to be a little bit more adamant about this. I got my little sitting situation set up in my room, and a little loft lounge and my little blanket here. And we're going to get a little bit more regular with these things, and I'm going to do the YouTube thing as well. But yeah, I just had to go for it. I had to make sure I did everything I could, and that's when I knew in my spirit that it was over, and I'm thankful that I did everything I could, because I don't have to say what if no more.